Since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up? Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before... No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there. Kazuha is.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we... If it's because of Kazuha... I've heard... Is it? Really? He was... I thought they'd come...
Just a little while ago. Thank you. Guess...
All right, then.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed? In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty shogun. The Kaedahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please, in fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment.
Yikes!
Why would such a No, my fighting over time, those formed...
All the more
Indeed.
In that case, I will...
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter. I will first...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know...
Aha! So,
You are too.
oh, Mr. Kaida, to be honest, some of them,
Please.
of course. But
Then let's put the Tenryou.
it's true that if anyone
Uh-oh. Looks like the...
I still. Few people possess your. I am. It would cause. For the poor.
Don't worry.
it seems you are every bit the...
You flatter me.
Oh, let me tell you.
Sure.
All right then, one of them is...
No?
Right. Two grown... I recall...
Understood. Though.
Sure.
Thank you, Ryuji.
Sounds...
Welcome to Bonton Saga Detective. How can I improve my culinary skills?
Yes. The Kai. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Miss. The techniques of. Unfortunate.
So...
It is a great pit. As an example, there is not. As for.
That's right. For only a.
Indeed, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaida...
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my. But let's get. We hope to.
Ah, yes, he didn't say it, but I've done what...
We heard that...
Yes, I believe he went to Yes. If I had to... He's never been. He is...
Truth be based on the.
What? He is humble and...
Is that so?
Yes, but I also... Anyway...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the...
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband...
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid we don't have any new with this.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he'd always get... Everything was...
Uh-oh.
He lost his... Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. He wouldn't sell them. I'm happy on the last...
Whoa.
And that...
Actually, you must... after I said that, his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the... Had I not... And the next thing
I see. Aminoma Yuya came to purchase a
At first, I assumed... But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries. I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned. Perhaps he... As long as he...
Please don't get upset. If collecting, but the information...
A little...
Let's try a change of scene. Rest assured.
Thank you so much.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only the fire. Do you have any?
Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while.
Right. I very much... Working off what we know, the chances are... One fact, Mr. Naga, the more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Right. Amenoma...
Darn!
Let's keep... If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and...
Okay.
Let's head out of... Wait. I hear something up.
Oh! This must be another one of those... As sketchy as that whole thing seems.
Now I'm...
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. Indeed. But this unexpected spring of we should remain...
So it's an
The force is the source of... Judging from the concentration...
Mrs.
It could well be that he was already under... From what I've... But most... Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with.
So what...
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no... You needn't worry.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused it.
That was too...
All we can do, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let quiet your mind. From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami...
Whoa! Look at all those hill trails! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Be amazed! Surprise!
It's... By the looks of... Well... According to this letter, Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse.
So...
He was not... Whatever traces there may... Yes, if Amino...
Right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be for a all the clue... I have a hype...
Wait!
I believe so. On with this... I'm not sure. Show yourself!
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So what's your problem, huh?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is, but what if instead of facing Ame no Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange... Whoa! Surely you don't mean...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to occupy.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. As a
I presume it.
Indeed, he was a... And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single...
So...
The people of the time in which I was born. After the death, I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
So tell me, what...
My hosts? Who cares when they got tired?
You're...
After I at long, Kaedehara... Now.
Time to go!
Join me and sever that divine light!
Wind Strider!
Step on up! Cue the spotlight!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff!
Lost, even if you He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take the Endless, and even if by any...
Your fighting style, but from your...
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've met, since the blade is currently possessing, if you ask me,
Are you trying to... On his deathbed, in that regard...
Because I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything... After all the time... Only when... Well, you were I think you... But the way
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step...
You return, even if you were to sever that divine light. Sure, you inherit... How could you...
Silence! I must achieve my goal. I will concede...
And you should...
Easy for you to say. Facing reality, I have no need of anything that would stand in my way.
I do not believe...
What?
Very well. Once we have dealt with them, we shall...
And as for your...
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way. The cursed blade's strength is the power of the Tatar...
But...
Even if we have a chance here to save an...
Your disdain for me betrays your... Now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy. It's all right. So far, this was as... I will.
What should we do?
We find some... Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if he wants to avoid...
Wait a minute! Since the Takatsukasa clan... What about...
The blade says he'll let Ame no Mayuya...
Are we sure? Okay.
Jackpot! Lightning!
Leave everything on this journey to me.
To the berry, to the berry. Day.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Finally,
Time to go.
To the berry.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do...
Something...
Host, let's keep going. Time to
Let's
go.
get down to business. To the very high. Lucky day.
As one with wind and cloud.
To the very high.
Wind strike.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart.
But what would that do to
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal. Time to go. Wind Strider.
Fall before me! You win!
You okay?
Yes,
The Sheen's
perhaps this
true form? Is this the same blade as before?
if you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai, and maybe you did. It barely needs stating anymore. I finally. You wanted to, but regret it. The only one.
Here they are! Take them down!
Where did the... Yup! We can help this...
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the.
It's your lucky day!
That hurts!
The fairy!
Wind strike! Fallen leaves.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. No one knew any. I thought that if I...
But in this too.
Indeed. Too much time. Yours.
Actually, forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that skill. There is something else I must tell to Tarigami. Though you try... I resisted. I feel a great sense. The moment you have no...
He gave... How could... I said...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's get... When I touch a a newly forged blade...
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of his... He felt it, so all he...
So, but...
Right. This Yes. Time would not... He seems...
When I once... But darkness... Not only...
You are finally
Since we... But I So...
Hey!
It has to be... My
His attitude... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas. Nor my fight. You.
Oh?
I will release... You must have...
Understood.
I see. I utterly did. If a duel can help, I do not...
There's no...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move... More Ronin. In any case...
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash. Yep. Still, are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin art.
Successor of Amenoma art.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Time to go. Wind strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appeared his sense,
You also fought. There are a few.
I must apologize.
you need not. It is too late.
I do not wish for I strayed. I beseech you.
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he...
I'm not sure.
I am sorry.
A prized Ishin blade. But I have some.
Really?
Yes. But, and now that.
I think I know.
What's wrong, Kazuha?
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What?
He tells me. I have decided.
You... But...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything. You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So... That's why he said it had to be done. His consciousness will
Kagotsuru, it seems only in the...
Seems...
The same fervent ambition, speaking for myself. I understand. Hearing your quest to face the after every...
Oh...
I will continue to support you from this...
Wait!
Oh, and it's also...
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation, the Tenryo...
Wow, you...
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's the...
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon by means of a... And so, it looks like
I see.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths. Were I to accept your goodwill...
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not...
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own...
Very well. I can understand. However...
Great.
Where will you travel?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.